I find it quite overwhelming. These are words that I hear myself saying, and I also hear lots of other people saying when someone asks us about going to an event. And sometimes I can put attendees off a ticket. I'm from Admin Solutions. I've had 10 years experience now in helping business owners create events and online courses and take the admin away from both. My top 5 tips if you're thinking of organising an event and you want to make sure that your attendees feel as possible and they're not put off coming to an event because they just don't think there's enough headspace to get through the day. And in my case, I find busy schedules are very off-putting, that you just have speaker after speaker and actually not enough breaks, not enough pauses, not enough time for networking. That can be very off-putting. And the second thing, and that's it's harder to fix, but I find it just sometimes the noise at events, especially when everybody's very excited and they're all chatting away, the noise can just be really overwhelming, and I need some time out, and I definitely need time out after the event as well. So these are my top 5 tips to make sure that you make your event as welcoming and easily accessible for people as you can. So tip number 1, when you're setting your event up, make sure to ask people in your event registration form, do they have any accessibility needs, or do they need some time out, or is that an issue, so you know approximately who you can personalize that and make sure that you reach out to those people individually as well. Tip number 2, if you can, have a virtual pre-party sort of event, call it what you want, mingle and networking, pre-party excitement, whatever it wants to be. You can call it something quite cool. And you can do that simply on Zoom. Invite everybody along who's coming to the event, have some information about your event and some breakout rooms. And that way people get to know each other. It's less intimidating. They might make some buddies or find out there's people that they do know coming along. And you can also have some breakout rooms and people can connect on LinkedIn and have a bit of a pre-chat before they get to your event. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, if you want, open up something like a Facebook group or some other kind of interactive group or WhatsApp group, whatever it happens to be, where people can connect with each other. And if people are traveling from different places, they can shout out and say, who's coming from Belfast or from Anna, can I have a lift, or who's getting the bus? Or if people are flying in from different places and maybe even want to share the cost of a hotel room, that there is that possibility. So there is that bit of a connection beforehand as well. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, on the day, make sure that you have some kind of quiet zone, some kind of quiet space, and that you highlight to people where that is. You can do that in your event description, in your email reminders, but also on the day as well, that you have signposts and say, this is the quiet zone. And if there isn't a quiet zone within the building that you're having the event, signpost them to maybe a quiet coffee space or just somewhere around about that is easily got to, and it's not too far away, where people can just take 5 minutes out and have a bit of a breather or take a call or do some work, whatever it happens to be. And tip number 5 is to, if your event lends itself to it, to have some kind of mindfulness session at the start, or something just to relax people and get everybody grounded at the very start. And I've been to quite a few events recently where that has happened, because getting to an event, lots of people are rushing, we're getting in the traffic. In my case, I don't drive a lot. I work from home all the time, and I find it just, I get a bit anxious about, where am I going to park and how am I going to get to the place? And it's just good at that time to come in, give everybody a cup of tea, always give people tea or coffee on arrival, and then just let them sit down in 5 minutes and just get in the zone. And that way they'll be much more attentive and actually much more ready to hear what you have to say. So those are my 5 top tips for creating that sort of welcoming, calming event space as soon as people come in. I'm Alison from Virtuality Business Solutions, and watch out for further event tips from me as well. Okay, hope to see you all soon.